Welcome back. Thank you for joining me in my corner. Today I will be making chicken Florentine. We have all the ingredients here that we need for this dish, and we will start out with the chicken breast, some flour to coat the chicken breast, the salt, pepper, spinach, garlic, some wine, olive oil, cream, butter, and some bell pepper that I'll be using later on. So let's get to it. First thing first, what we will do, we will take the chicken breast, put it on a sheet of wax paper, parchment paper, whatever paper you have, and so I have 3 boneless chicken breasts, boneless, skinless chicken breasts, and now what I will do is put another sheet of paper on top. I have to wash my hands because I'm handling chicken, so give my hand a quick wash, dry. Now you need one of these too. And what I do with this is just pound on the chicken breast because I want to tenderize it. We're gonna season the chicken breast. So we'll get salt, pepper, again, flip them on the other side, and continue. Pepper and salt. Then from this point on, we're gonna coat them on the flour. You don't want to get too much flour on, just enough. I'll leave that to the side. I'll bring it over a little closer. Now we have 3 chicken breasts. I know that one is a little bigger than the other 2, but we'll cook the first 2 together. There you have it. So now we have the chicken breast are nicely coated, and it's just a matter of putting them in the pot to fry them a bit. So we'll move over to the stove and we'll continue. Okay guys, let's get cooking. I'll pour about 2 tablespoons vegetable oil in the pan and get that up to a temperature. It's nice and hot. Before we put the chicken in. There we go. Put 1 piece in. Another piece in. And we'll put this big piece at the bottom. So we'll cook each piece of chicken for about 2.5 minutes on one side. This one we might need to cook a little bit longer because it's a little bigger, and then we'll flip them. So now, once that's done, just add some butter. You don't throw out what is left in the pan after the chicken is done frying. You add the butter to it just the same as it is. You add some garlic. Let the garlic cook for a little bit. It is smelling really nice. Once the garlic is cooked, then you pour in the wine. And the wine will help to deglaze the pot, get up all that nice juice from the chicken. Hey, what the heck? A little bit more wine. You want the wine to burn off. At least 50% of the wine we need to burn off before we add the other ingredients in. Okay. The garlic is cooked, the wine is burnt off, about 50%. Now we add a cup of cream to the mix. Mix it in. Gosh, this is smelling so nice. I'll let that simmer for a minute. I'll go ahead and I'll add a little bit of salt. Now we'll add some Parmesan cheese to the mix. There's no such thing as too much cheese. So, hey, we'll just empty the bowl. And we'll let the cheese melt. That smells delicious. If only you could smell this, guys. But I'm sure once you follow the steps and you make it at home, it will smell just as yummy in your kitchen. Let me do a little taste check. So I need to add a little bit more salt. Give it another little stir. Taste it again. Now we'll add the spinach. For this recipe you need just about a handful of spinach. We'll let that cook in for a minute. Doesn't that look lovely, guys? Beautiful. Always have to do a taste. Wicked. I will go ahead and add the chicken breast back to the pot. And as for me, I always like to add another little piece of butter to bring up the taste profile. So we'll let this go for a minute, and after a minute, it's done. If you have some Italian herbs, you could add a bit of Italian herbs to the pot, just to take that flavor to another level. And there you have it, chicken Florentine. We'll let it sit for a minute, and then we will plate it. Now I'm gonna find something to go with this dish, and I think I'm going to make some polenta to go with it. Maybe some baked polenta. And that's it, guys, for now, until we're ready to plate. So I'm gonna make a quick polenta to serve with the chicken Florentine. So in a deep pot, you want to add about 2 cups of chicken stock. You want that to come to a boil. And polenta really is just, you could use chicken stock, vegetable stock, or just water, and of course cornmeal. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt, not too much because the broth is already flavored, and a little bit of pepper. Now the polenta is an easy dish, but it's very tricky, so you have to be careful what you're doing, and when you put it in the cornmeal, just make sure it doesn't get lumpy, so you constantly have to be stirring it. You put the cornmeal in little by little, not a lot at a time, and you make sure that you're stirring it as you put it in. Stir it, stir it, stir it, stir it. I want to turn the stove down because it will pop up and it will burn you. And I don't think there's anything else in this world that burns worse than polenta. Oops. It's okay. We have to keep going. The show has to go on. See, there's no lumps. It's nice and smooth. Look at that. So now I'm gonna put the polenta in the oven. Just a little bit. Not that it's gonna stick or matter. It's just happen. So scoop this out in here. And I'll stick it in the oven. Okay guys, so I'm gonna add one other thing to this chicken Florentine dish, just to add some other veggies and some color to the dish. So this is just some olive oil and a little bit of butter. One more flip, and we're done. Alright, so the chicken Florentine is done. I made a quick polenta to go along with it. It's still very hot, as you can see. And there you have it. Chicken Florentine, polenta, well, grilled bell pepper. Chicken Florentine served with polenta and grilled bell pepper. Looks yummy, smells yummy too. Let me see if it tastes as yummy as it looks. Delicious, just as I expected. The chicken is not overcooked. The polenta is nice and creamy. The sauce, that wine and garlic and butter sauce is delicious. I could put it in a bottle and sell it. Guys, when you make this dish at home, just follow the same step and you will have a beautiful, well-balanced, tasty dish. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Peace. Take it easy.